Better. Oh, is that the segue we want?
I think it is.
Congratulations, though, Nick. Another guy that's been out for a while, Dave, but not by his own choice.
No.
He's been suspended since 2015, followed a failed drug test. His original punishment was outlandishly too long, and he was barred from even cornering his brother Nate in those mega fights with Conor McGregor because he refused to pay his $100,000 fine. But as of Wednesday, as we said, he's back. What should Nick Diaz do? He has no fight scheduled, but where do you see him going next?
Whatever the Stockton bad boy wants to do, the original Stockton bad boy. I know Nate gets all the run nowadays, but let's not forget Nick. Nick is the brother. No offense, Nate, but Nick, you were always in his shadow. You emerged from the shadow when you beat Conor McGregor, and I give you all the kudos in the world for it. But Nick is a legend. I mean, Nick Diaz beating Robbie Lawler back in the day. You saw him with those epic battles there, going up against the Natural Born Killer, Carlos Condit, fighting George St. Pierre up in Canada. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a damn who he fights, when he fights, what weight class, 170, 185. Bring it, boys. Any fight that Nick Diaz is in, I'm going to watch, and UFC fight fans around the world are going to watch. You put him in a pay-per-view, Dana White, you know, the Stockton bad boy with a Stockton slap. Come on. Slaps his opponents in the ring.
Who would you want him to see fight first?
I'd love to see him fight George St. Pierre. GSP, if you're really going to come back, let's see that fight again. I'd love to see that rematch. And then the winner really could. I don't care if it's at 70 or 85, whatever these guys can weigh. I don't know what, it's been so long since we've seen them in the octagon, what they actually bodily can handle at which weight. But just make that matchup again. They hate each other. Nick Diaz hates you, George St. Pierre. You know it, I know, the American people know it, and the Canadian people know it too. He thinks you're soft. Now, you beat his ass the first time you fought, but I think Nick would love to have a rematch. That's a fight that fight fans would back around the world, to see Nick Diaz and George St. Pierre come back together in a comeback fight with no tune-up. Make it happen, Dana. Not saying I'm a matchmaker, but I'd like to see that happen.
We don't know when they're going to be back. We hope both are back. Nick Diaz plans to be